when you were on the first time under the water, how do you feel?
Nervous. Nervous, yeah. I was panicking a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was good. We had an instructor with us.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I am with Brad. Actually, he is here in the Philippines and he makes scuba diving and other activities here in the Philippines, and he is from Australia. So Brad, welcome to the Philippines, and I hope you are enjoying your staying here, and welcome also to my channel, and thank you for this interview.
Yeah, no problem, it's been fun.
Okay, first of all, I would like to say or ask you, how are you?
I'm fine. Good,
Okay.
thanks.
Okay, and how long you been here in the Philippines since you arrived from Australia?
I've been in here for approximately 16 nights. 16 nights.
16?
Nights.
Okay.
Yeah, or 17 days, 16 nights.
Okay. And how many times you come over here? Like, for example, how long you been stay here and go back to Australia?
From when we came from Australia.
Yeah.
We came from Sydney on the 27th. We stayed here in Cebu for 3 nights, and then went to Mindanao for 4 nights.
Okay.
4 nights in Mindanao, then 4 nights in Coron,
Okay.
and 5 nights in Boracay. And then
okay.
1 more night here, and then we're back home tomorrow.
Okay, good. Can you please tell viewers your age, marital status, and other background that you would like to share?
I'm 53 from Sydney, Australia.
Okay.
I'm divorced probably 12 years now from an Australian woman. I have 3 adult children, and I met a Filipino here 2 years ago, and we're together now. Yeah.
Are you married with a Filipino woman?
No, we're not married. She came over last year on a tourist visa, and then she decided to stay. She liked it here in Australia, and then she started to stay, which is good, and we applied for a partner visa.
Okay, so you are planning to get married in Australia, not here in the Philippines, rather?
I think probably a bit of both. A bit of small one in Australia, and all her family, a big one here in the Philippines.
Okay.
I'm not sure how we're going to do it, but yeah, it's coming. It's just a matter of what we're going to decide how we're going to do it.
Okay. Can you share some information? Is it hard to get a tourist visa to go to Australia?
It's not hard if the girl's working and it crosses all the boxes,
Yeah,
it ticks all the boxes, and you're working and you can support her as well. And and you've got to be sure to show that you're genuinely trying to go home.
Yeah. So, and did Australia Embassy ask also about the source of income of your girlfriend, about asking properties? Because that's the mostly documents that they ask, right? Permanent income or regular income, properties, if you have car, something.
Yeah, so she had a motorbike in her parents' house in Mindanao, and she had a little piece of land that all her family had split up amongst themselves. So she had a piece of land, so she had reason to come back, and she was working as well.
Okay.
Which makes it a lot easier.
Okay. Have you learned any Philippine language?
Not much at all, but I'm planning to, because my girlfriend speaks Bisaya from Mindanao, and also speaks Tagalog, also speaks English. So she's in and out of all of the 3, and it's hard for me to pick up all. But I know the basics. But if I do, eventually we're going to settle down between Australia and here, and I'll learn wherever we're staying what the language there.
Okay, but you are willing to learn.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
It helps out a lot, especially with my accent. Filipinos sometimes have trouble with my accent. And even though I speak English, they speak English well here, but that's the problem. So if I could speak a bit of their language as well, it would help.
Okay. How do you prefer travel? I mean, how do you prepare for travel? What are your essential in terms personal attire or amenities required?
Nothing too much. Just my clothes and just all my personal items. I mean, nothing. Although we came back and what do you Filipinos call it? Posolopo. We brought a lot of pasta back last time when we came back. So our bags were full, but not so much now on the way.
Yeah, because that's the Filipino.
I'm saying, what are we taking this for? What are we taking that for? And said, don't worry, I'll pack. And then I think we had 30 kilos each bag per person, and we had 7 kilos, and we were right on the limit on everything. And she did it perfect. So anyway, that was the pasalopa. So I'll learn about that now.
Okay, because when I was traveling, I put so much clothes on my luggage, and when I was there, it was hard for me to put on everything because I bought some clothes also there.
Yeah.
Okay, so What was my solution is buying another luggage to put my other things.
Yeah, well, I usually I'm fine with 20 kilos and a 5 kilo bag. I'm fine, but this time we had like two 30 kilo limits, and they were full. And because I didn't take that many clothes, and then my normal thing, and we still filled up everything. And just gotta watch what you take. As long as you're not taking too bulky, too many heavy stuff, you're right.
Yeah. If you don't mind, where did you meet your fiancé?
I met my fiancé on Filipino Cupid.
Okay.
And I talked to there's a lot of women on there before I got the right one.
Okay, how long you been communicated before you met?
I think we started communicating in July of 2022. I think I ended up coming over in late October of the same year. So we're talking a while. Every day, we're talking every day for a while.
Okay. And you are talking with her online, and then you met her online.
Yes.
Why you are decided, how do you feel that this is the right girl for me?
I just got she never asked for money, which is a good start. And she never asked for anything like that off me. And then I just clicked with her, and I've talked a lot on before her, and I clicked with her, and we went on to WhatsApp, and we decided to just exclusively talk to each other, and it worked out well.
Okay.
It took a few days before I got
Yeah, it takes a longer time.
Yeah, I actually came over just after the pandemic in March. I'd been talking to a girl just since 2020 from here, and I was just about to come in April 2020, and then the pandemic came, and then I didn't come at all. And then so we chatted for 2 years, and when and eventually came, as soon as I could come out of the country, I came to meet her, and it was a disaster. And then I just went home, and I gave up actually. I went home in April. I said, "Oh, it's enough for me. I won't bother anymore. I've done what I could." But then I just because I've seen a few when I was here. I've seen a few foreigners happy with their Filipinos, and they just come over the same as me.
Okay.
But so I just I'll give it one more go, and I'm glad I'd give it one more go. It worked out well.
Are you a minimalist, and if so, did life in the Philippines contribute to your inner self for having peaceful life without worry and stress?
Yeah, I like that part of the thing. I wouldn't say I'm a minimalist. I like my toys and things like them, play with and that. I'm not a minimalist, but I don't need that much to keep me happy. And I find a nice place here. There's a lot of places. I like to travel. That's what but when I do have a base, then travel from somewhere.
Okay. Are you adventurous since before?
Yeah. I always like to do things.
Okay.
Like I don't like to sit on the lounge all day. I like to get out and do what I can. And get out, especially here, you can do it for so much cheaper than back home in Australia.
How long you been making scuba diving?
I did that when I came in 2022.
Okay.
So
you learned that here in the Philippines?
Yeah, I still haven't got my license yet, and I just go there. It's so cheap, and it's pretty good. And I learned that here. Yeah, I can do it in Australia, but you pay a lot for it, but there's big sharks in Australia as well, so I'm not real keen on going down. And there's box jellyfish and things like that, so I'm not real keen on going down in Australia, going underwater.
Okay, when you were on the first time under the water, how do you feel?
Nervous, yeah. I was panicking a little bit, but it was good. We had an instructor with us. There's only two people, and he just followed every move. And then once you start seeing the corals and the fish and all that, your sort of mind goes off the breathing. You're not worried about the breathing so much anymore, and then you just you relax a bit more. Once you relax, you're fine.
Okay. So there was a trainer come on you on the first
dive master. Every dive, every time. Yeah, because I'm not licensed. They take one trainer per two people, and he'll just follow you the whole way. And any problems, he'll help you out.
Okay, because I am so curious, because me, I have a height phobia, and I have also underwater phobia. Yeah,
my girlfriend she had a bit of a nervousness like that as well, but we were on the bottom actually, about 5-10 meters down, and she started panicking, and the instructor just got her there and just calm, and she's got her breathing going again, and she just relaxed, and she was fine.
Okay, I can swim in the middle of the ocean, but I don't want to look under the ocean while swimming, because it feels me so scary.
Yeah, but once you get through that, if you push yourself past that, you'll be fine. And it's so much to see here, so it's pretty good. You know, it's so good down there, so nice, and the water's so clear. So you're missing out if you don't do it. You know? Maybe have you tried the snorkeling?
No, I've not been trying. Snorkeling. I was making snorkeling before because I grew up in the island.
Yeah.
A little island where it's part also of Lapu-Lapu.
Yeah.
And when we will go to the sea every time, and then we put goggles and then see under the we look under the sea.
Yeah.
And but it's not so deep. It's not so deep. We can see the white sand under.
Yeah.
But one of my brother, she did a scuba dive before, and he said to me, it was very wonderful under the water. You can see the very nice corals, different colors, different design of corals.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
And the more you go deeper, the more water getting colder.
Yeah, it's not too bad. You got your wetsuit on. It's fine. The cold. I never even thought about the cold when I was down there. Especially here, the warm. The water's not so cold here at all.
Okay. Because in my hometown, not far. They dive there because there is a how do you call that, corals?
Coral garden.
Danone corals. Oh
Yep.
They have in my hometown. It's a cave, and then they go under the cave where there is so much corals.
Well, down in Coron, they had there's a few World War II ships wrecks. So it's good to see things like that too. You know what I mean, it's when you're down, it's good, beautiful down there.
Okay. I am curious about your knowledge of the Philippines. Can you please name 5 cities or resort areas in the Philippines you have visited or will visit?
Visited Bohol, Coron, Boracay. We spent down to Mindanao. That's a bit of a tourist area down there. We went through the waterfalls down there as well. I intend on going to Oslo, Malbo, Bantayan Island, and there's so many more to go for, especially with the diving. I want to go to El Nido as well. There's a bit of a, you can get on Coron, you can get on a boat, takes you all the way down over 2 or 3 nights, and that sounds like a pretty good trip.
Okay.
It's diving and things like that. That sounds like fun.
Okay. Have you tried Filipino food and how you avoid food poisoning?
I've tried Filipino food. Usually, I won't, anything that sits around, sometimes I have it in the trays, I'll sit it around. I won't touch that. Hot dogs and things like that in airports and things like that, I won't usually touch any hot food in airports. Because it's usually sitting around, anything's sitting around for a long time. And usually if it's, even the street food here is fine. But I don't like, not the so much the fried chicken that's already been fried and then put it in thing. Just something that's fresh and it gets cooked straight away in front of you. That's not too bad. I've had a bit of that before, and it's cheap.
Okay, when it was your first time here in the Philippines, are you shocked the way Filipino people way eating, especially if there is a party? Because Filipino way of the way we eat here is just like one plate, we have different dish on it on one time. And then we eat all together of that. And in your country or in other country, it's different. Because you take one dish, you put it in your plate, and after you finish it, before you take another dish, right? It was shocking on you, or
it's a bit shocking. They love their food, and it's part of the culture. And wow, you know, I mean, they really it's part of the, and they like everyone to join in anyway. It's not as if you're getting left out. Join in and jump in and pig out. They love it. They love their food. Which is good.
Okay, because I knew it when I was in the French school. We had a party, a farewell party of my our French teacher, and then we brought different foods. And then she was shocking because on our plate we have spaghetti, chicken, pork, and rice. And then she asked, "Did you eat all of that, everything on your plate on one time?" We said, "Yeah."
Filipinos definitely make some weird mixtures of food, weird things. Why are you having that with that? And you know, I mean, like some things I think like that. And I think, what are you doing? But anyway, that's what they like. And maybe my girlfriend says, it's normal.
Normal.
How do you eat? And then what's that big long? The Buddha
long table.
No, the big
Buddha fire.
Buddha fire. They love that, and they all get around the Buddha fire. And that's fun. Last, because we just in Mindanao, it's my birthday just recently, and her family put on a big lechon for me, and there was just food everywhere. The big lechon and the food and the fish, and it was everything. It was great. It was good. It was a good time. They had fruits and everything.
Okay, have you tried to visit also Siargao? Because Siargao is one of the tourist spot also here in the Philippines, especially surfing and diving.
No, I haven't done anything like that yet. I want to go. Well, next time I come back, I'm going to get my license first up, my diving license, and then it takes a 2 or 3 day course. Then I think I'll do that in Barako, and then I'll just move on from there, and then I can just go wherever I want and dive. No problems, no issues.
Okay, okay. You are temporarily lodging in Macta New Town here in Lapu-Lapu. Was there a reason you choose this area so far from Cebu City or finding lodging in the Philippines?
If you're just going through airport, like just transiting, this is the best area to go to. It's 10 minutes from the airport. And it's easy to get to, and it's pretty quick if you want to get there in the morning. It's not so costly. If you're staying in Cebu a bit longer, you might want to stay in the city a bit more as well. This is fine around here, I don't mind.
Okay. And Australia has many beautiful areas. Why not retire there instead of the Philippines? And the women there are beautiful as well.
So expensive, Australia is so expensive. If I can at the moment with my work, I can maintain my lifestyle.
Okay.
Which is fine. But if I retire and if I haven't got a decent income, I won't be able to live there. I'll just be sitting at home all the time.
Okay. Can you share what are the different way of living, your way of living here in the Philippines and your way of living in Australia?
Bit more. Australia's a bit more organised. Philippines is a bit more chaotic as far as things like that. Obviously, the wages are better in Australia, but the wages are better, but everything's so expensive. So it's not, other than that, it's not too much. The food, like saying the food differences. We got good fresh food in Australia, good quality, good quality food, and but you pay for it again as well. We haven't got so many original Australian recipes like the Philippines had and the Thais had their recipes and like that, but good quality food. And the wages are better, and it's pretty good life over in Australia. You can't complain there, and you can earn a good, and you can have a good holiday here.
Okay. You know, I had a relatives married also, or she has cohabitation, a man from Australia. And I know that your festival is Usi Usi
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, Aussie, yep.
Yeah, hip hip hurrah, hip hurrah, Usi Usi oi. Okay. Your scuba dive, among many others activities or recreational adventures in the Philippines. Please share your most extreme adventure with viewers and location, magnitude.
In the Philippines?
Yeah.
Diving's a pretty good one. The parasailing was great. The zip line, you got the zip line in there as well. I've done, and we went to the waterfall in Mindanao, and that was a hectic 350 steps down steeply and then up, which just wasn't horrifying, but the scuba diving's pretty cool. Once you get once you get over your nerves and you can control yourself, your breathing and everything, it's beautiful.
Okay. Parasailing is one of
your heights problem, yes.
I would like to do it. Yeah, I would like to do it. Supposed to be it was last week, but I need to find somebody who will come with me because they will not operate just only for one person. There is, you will be two, right? So I told to them, it's 5,000 pesos for 2 person. I told to them, if I cannot find somebody who come with me to go on parasailing, I will pay 5,000 pesos and one of your co-worker will come with me so that I can go on.
Experience. Yeah, that's good. It's all right. It's great up there. It's pretty peaceful when you're up in the parasailing. You sort of can't hear much. It's very peaceful up there. It's not too, and the height's not too bad. You're just above the water anyway. It's not too bad.
Okay.
You'll like that one.
Okay, and maybe scuba diving.
You'll have to try both. Your heights and your water. You got to try both of them.
Okay, I will try it also because I would like to experience interesting adventure.
And I want to. Where's the sort of whale sharks? I'd love to try that. That'd be pretty a good adventure.
You don't scared of the shark?
Another whale shark. They seem pretty placid. They're scared of the sharks in Australia. I'm scared of. They're big, great white sharks. I'm pretty scared of them. But over here, it's good because there's no big sharks around. It's good. The whale sharks seem pretty placid.
Okay. I think there is obviously a large age gap between you and your Filipino girlfriend and you. And many foreigners' relationship in the Philippines as well. What is your opinion and thoughts of age gap relationship? Did you ever imagine having such a beautiful and exciting companion in Australia or here in the Philippines?
Oh no, definitely not in Australia. But your money and your value definitely go a lot further here in the Philippines. They're beautiful young ladies, they're beautiful women, and they treat you well.
Okay, and why you are decided to have a Filipino companion?
probably had enough. My last partner was alcoholic, and I probably just had enough of Australian women. I did a bit of the dating scene there, and my friend came over and I thought, I might try that as well. I never thought of it at all. Never ever thought of it. After my divorce, I struggled a little bit for money and things like that, so I really couldn't travel anyway. I was paying child support and looking after kids as well and things like that. But now my kids are older. I can afford everything now, and I'm fine. And when I got here, I realised, women here are beautiful, and they treat you well, so that's good.
Okay. And do you prepare marriage or cohabitation? What's on your opinion?
It doesn't really bother me, but I know the Filipinos, especially with their religion, things like that. Every girl wants a nice wedding. So eventually they'll give her a nice wedding. That's what they mainly want, I think.
Yeah, because that's our tradition.
Yeah, that's right. And you can't, if you're going to be with a Filipino, you got to expect that too.
Yeah.
It's just probably I could get away for a wedding in Australia for 50 people maybe, and over here with family, you're looking at 200 or 300 people, the family, extended family, and things, and everyone wants to come. So it's a lot different as far as many people.
Okay. Are you familiar with the Passport Brothers movement? And do you think the Passport Brother movement is over, and was there really a movement, or just making just men seeking solace, tranquility, and better relationship abroad, or it's just men leaving their home country and find more traditional women?
That's correct. Just men leaving their country and find a traditional woman and getting a better value over here, much better value than what they do at home. You probably go from being a 3 or 4 in Australia to a 7 or 8 over here. So it's a bit, it's fun. So you get a lot more value. Your money goes further, and women are much better. And the age gap thing doesn't bother people.
Okay, and there are more available beautiful women in Thailand and the Philippines, same to Brazil, Colombia, and Dominican Republic. Do you see any similarity or difference in terms of their tradition and servitude to men, or do Philippines and Thailand stand out to you?
Philippines and Thailand are pretty good. Both got everywhere's got good mad people. Same with the women as well. Philippines stands out for the language barrier. They're not with Thailand's a bit. It's a nice woman over there, beautiful women over there. Just the language barrier and communicating makes it hard. But here, most Filipinos speak English, which is great, and it makes it a lot easier, especially with my accent and things like that.
Okay. Do you have any plan to buy a property here? In the future?
Yes, we were planning when I retire, maybe to buy something, maybe not so much a condo. I'm not sure what I'm going to buy yet. Just a bit of land in a house, nice little house near the beach or something like that. Planning on that. Yeah, I want to sort of 6 months here, 6 months in Australia, maybe 3 months wherever. That's the plan, but we'll see how we go.
Okay. Do you have a list of cities to visit or specific area in the Philippines to explore? Will you do any scuba diving, parasailing, or motorbike traveling continuously on one time?
Yeah, do I have plans to do it now?
Yeah, do it more often.
Yeah, the plan is for the next probably 10 years. I'll probably retire in 8 to 10 years. The plan is to visit as many places as possible over here and see what suits us best. Not too far away from the city, but not too close to the city, close to decent hospitals and things like that, and if the malls or whatever you need to be, a bit of Western food or things like that. It'd be great. But we say I'll explore. But the thing is, here it's so good. It's $60, you can get $80. You can get on a flight 1 hour. You can go if you want to go away for a few days. You can, and go and see whatever you want anyway, and just base yourself wherever you want to do.
Okay. Is there any language barrier to you when you will visit different cities in the Philippines? Because we have different dialects.
Yes, I found that, and mainly the problem, mostly speak English. Mainly is my accent. They have a problem with in the smaller cities. Like Mindanao, where we went before, a few of the people had trouble with my accent, but they can still understand my English. I get by fine. But Thailand, some they understand the basics. And I can understand their basics, but that's about it. You can't really get too far.
Okay, since you are adventurous, do you like also car racing or motor racing?
Yeah, I don't mind it, but I'm not into it. I'm not that like doing it myself now.
Okay.
I wouldn't, and with motorbikes and things like over here, the transport's pretty cheap. And I wouldn't bother driving the way that people drive over here, and how it's people drive. It's not worth the bother. You'd be able to just getting in a cab or getting on a motorbike. I couldn't do it over here. It's crazy.
Okay. Have you ever drive here in the Philippines, either car or motorcycle?
No, I would to drive myself. No, I wouldn't do it.
But you would like to experience the drive here?
No,
ever?
No, I wouldn't.
Why? Why you?
It's crazy. It's crazy. Here, it's crazy. It's just,
It's
ridiculous.
crazy.
Yeah, it's sort of unwritten rules that everyone knows about, and everyone's that close to each other. So it's unwritten. And I just wouldn't. And it's like I say, the transport's pretty cheap. You can get around pretty easily. So I wouldn't bother now.
Yeah, so you're scared because there are some Filipino driver are crazy, right?
Yeah. Most. No, they're not so much crazy. They know the unwritten rules. And I don't know those rules. So I
and
wouldn't
it's
bother.
only you can see only here in the Philippines that even the stoplight is orange, but they go.
And crossings here don't mean a thing. Whereas crossing in Australia, if someone runs over someone in Australia in a crossing, it's big bad news, you know. But over here, the crossing's not a crossing. You just
It's no problem.
So I won't bother with that. Maybe later on, but I still see people with motorbikes. Even if you have a motorbike a long time, you're going to have an accident probably here.
Yeah, that's why
you don't really need that drama here.
Yeah, that's why, Brad. Before we have a Philippine jingle music here in the Philippines, like tourism jingle music, and you know that there is written it's more fun in the Philippines.
Yeah. Lately, this holidays, it's with my wife. It's only in the Philippines. Some things I've been seeing, it's only in the Philippines. You'd see that only in the Philippines this happens. So I was like, okay, that's what she says to me. So I point to something. She says, only in the Philippines. So there's certain things, which is funny. I don't mind. It's the random stuff I like to see.
Okay. So, any final comments or advice to viewers on coming, living, and exploring or experience the way of life here in the Philippines?
Definitely come over and explore it, and to see if it's for you first, and keep yourself in reasonable shape, because a lot of places here you got to walk around, you got to get up and down ladders, and when you scuba diving and things like that on boats and you up and down waterfalls, so keep yourself in reasonable shape. And so you can enjoy yourself as in your later years. You're fine. But other than that, but come and explore a lot as much as you can. You'll find somewhere you like, and a nice girl if you're lucky.
Okay. So everyone, this is the end of my interview with Brad and from Australia. And Brad, thank you so much for this interview, and thank you so much to be on my channel. And your comments are greatly appreciated. If you have any questions of Brad about tourist visa and about scuba diving, you can comments down below on this video. And viewers, come to the Philippines and live stress-free and enjoy and explore Philippines, because it's more fun here in the Philippines. So, Brad, thank you so much. And thank you, everyone. God bless. Bye.
You only call me on the weekends when you're out and about, only chasing highs.